Oh, hello.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know Quintius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live.
Tell about the assassin.
But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest.
Is he this? Is he the narrator from the Stanley Parable? Okay, I got it. I understand.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Sounds just like him. We're a small community of strangers who wound up here by accident.
Community. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
We're not
You
cultists.
say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
I'm looking for the way
So
out.
admit you're not allowed to leave.
We can leave if we want.
That sounds an awful lot like a cult.
It does kind of sound like a cult.
As I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's not a mantra, it's a warning.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were here when I got here.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice.
You know, it's probably not. Maybe I should stop talking to this guy. You're distorting what I said.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here.
Tweet, I don't know your
It's all
your
clear
motivations
now.
to that.
The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become.
I'll turn against the call if you give me a bow.
You still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quinctius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about him?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes.
Okay, I don't know
one
who that
green
is.
And one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur.
Just lie to him.
The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burned half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Nero's fight. I think he let him. Perhaps the Emperor was looking for a scapegoat. I know.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome, like he does?
No, I'm a time traveler and I know basic history.
This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is?
Just lie. Just lie to him. I don't know where. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then you're
Are you?
no
If I
use
die,
to me.
do I
Do you
respawn?
have any last words?
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Ah, Jesus Christ, you're.
Aha! I knew it. Now it's my turn to tell you something.
You're a secret
Once
Christian?
I'm done with you and Quinctius, I intend to kill every last one of you.
I mean, yeah, probably invoking the name of Jesus Christ
And
in
I can
Nero's
think
Rome
of
probably is not a great
nothing
idea.
I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Give me your arrow. Fine. I was hoping that we could maybe take his arrow. Like, hello. Ow, bye. Okay, just jump. Just do some jumping. I don't think we can do this here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so that's like our 5th respawn or something like that, but that's okay. So I don't know. We probably should still follow up with our basic lead. We know that there's the assassin. I wish I didn't have to talk to you every single goddamn time.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, what's your story?
Well, it's a long one, and
Okay, I have time.
I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. Sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young. It was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle.
Hell yeah, brother.
There were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. Could probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. Next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place and started my life over again.
I'm glad things worked on the
That's
end.
what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes.
Yeah, sure lie.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you.
I like you too, Galerius.
Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What do you think about the golden rule?
I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
What do you think about the elections?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
What do you think about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the elections stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell.
I gotta persuade him to run for magistrate. Why is Dooley in a cell?
Sentius put him there. Poor Dooley was just wandering around looking for some imaginary treasure. Now a magistrate accused him of being a thief. That's nonsense, of course. Dooley's the most harmless man you'll ever meet. But Sentius really has it in for him, for some reason.
Can talk about something else? You know what?
Alright.
That's all we need to know. Oh yeah, zipline time. Okay, so you go back here. We need to find out what's distressing you. So let's actually go do our actual main quest. Or at least follow up on the first lead we had. Hello, Shrine of Apollo. Are you okay? I don't think she's okay. Hello.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Oh no!
She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus Decius won't give it to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wish I could help. Who's Decius again?
She just slipped away.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule.
I can steal it
all
and
I could do is
run.
come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Okay, something I can do to help.
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that Silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day, or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
This will prioritize the quest. Okay. I'll see what I can do. What's your
I'm
story?
Natasha, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess.
Wow! Tell me about, Nevia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. "This changes everything," she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem. A real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain.
Ooh.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I suppose.
What do you think about the golden
A
rule?
city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
I keep hearing the statue whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Okay. Tell me about her.
She used to run the clinic.
Okay, we already
She was
heard this part.
And then but at one of
Okay, go
has
on.
become.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
What? Can we talk about Ulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Do you think she was poisoned or was it
Do you
self-inflicted?
really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Okay. Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Is there any reason she might want to have wanted to
I haven't
die?
seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive.
Okay. I think that's basically all we have to say about
Gladly.
you.
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half.
Yeah, so I think it's really even worth asking anybody those questions.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Okay, thank you. You're dead. No items. Medical tools, barbaric-looking medical implements, including forceps and shears. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else over. What? Mortar and pestle, more
May
tools.
Apollo keep you safe.
Thank you. Hello, Decius.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Decius.
Hey, Decius.
Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
I need some resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
What if I just beat you up?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand.
See, here's the thing. Supply and demand as an economic idea didn't exist in ancient Rome, so what the hell are you talking about? Take it. Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
what?
Never mind.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another navy
Take
on our
the
hands.
resin. Write that down here.
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again.
Yeah, that seems
I
fine.
digress. Do you want this silphium or not?
No. What I was taken instead.
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Maybe, actually. He couldn't run. Is that what you want? If not, you should hand him over.
I don't know a bluff when I see one. Nice try.
Oh, I'm not bluffing. I'm gonna take it.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget.
I'm gonna beat you up. Now, what's your
How
story?
did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
I think I'll just steal it. Now let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm
assuming these are gonna be
going
useful for us to know.
Objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave. Fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society.
Oh, I bet.
Myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago,
No, I know that.
Anthnwam caught on fire. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing through a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose the cart, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the tiber.
Yeah, I mean, what were you expecting? I can see where this is going.
Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune.
That's not gonna work.
Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Sounds like you got what you
I
deserved.
couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Okay, what do you think about the golden rule?
Terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow.
I also need a
Found
bow.
this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Yeah, I'll see what I can
Thank you,
do.
friend.
I mean, we're not my friend. Who are you gonna vote for?
Gladiolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
Okay, talk about something else. We haven't even met that guy yet. I'll be going now.
Another time.
So I like how it's just like, just take it and run. I'm guessing this is the game telling you, hey, you can still steal stuff. You just gotta be, Is it considered stealing? Steal item.
The many shall suffer.
Go, 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 go.
One.
Ah! It. Yep. Hello, goodbye. Ow! Thanks for shooting me in the back. I appreciate that. Okay, Setius. Hurry, faster! I can hear him coming. Oh shit. Go, 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 go. I don't know how many times I gotta watch this guy turn into a skeleton, but, you know, it works. If it works, it works. So now we have the resin. And I don't want to talk to you. Ready? And look, I have your invention, nerd. Go, 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 go. This is the wrong way. Wait, who are you? I never talked to you before. You're the guy that was sad about the other girl dying.
Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial
What the hell was
friend
that growl?
is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design.
Thank
I
you.
have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
The mystical place known as Toronto. From far beyond the edge of the known world.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing.
Information?
so-
I wouldn't mind some information. Who are you gonna vote
That,
for?
my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I do to change that?
Comes to my mind, my friend.
I don't. Okay. What do you think about the golden rule?
Yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades?
I mean, like, the Roman and the Greek gods were like the exact same gods.
When he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth, so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks, and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands, until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
Yeah, what can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each keep the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Sounds simple enough.
Doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to
One of the plot twists at the end of the game is that I'm the person who keeps breaking the golden rule. Because I've broken it like 7 times already.
It will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've seen it happen.
The voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Yeah, what's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Why do you set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yeah, it's very strange that you would,
I'll
like,
tell
how do you make money?
Precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Seems fair enough. Sure. Let's talk about something else. I think we're good. I'll be going now.
Cross again soon, my friend.
Okay, I need to go take the serum to what's her name again?
What she need?
Yeah, here you go. Take
What?
it.
Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
It's a good thing, you know, life-saving medicine can be administered 5 seconds before death.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Possibly. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be
Hey,
proud
achievement
of
unlocked.
yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
I don't know if I need anything from you.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving you.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Apollo smiles upon you.
My question, in my inventory... I might just have an infinite supply of this. I'm hoping so. Hey, you okay? Hey, you're alive. Hello.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit...
What do you mean it's me? You don't know who the hell I am.
But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Okay, what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, It's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please.
I will poison
No
you if you do not
questions.
tell me.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii.
Not the same as the
She was
medicine.
supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you? Why would he lend you so much money?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd
30
work off the
years?
debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out.
She just kill you?
Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Okay, suicide is allowed.
I just wanted it to be over. But it
Suicide
seems
is
I messed
A-okay.
that up too.
Put that one on the list.
Should have drunk all of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
Okay, so what'll happen to you
When I've
now?
recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run.
I'll
its course.
fix your debt. Anything I can do to
I
help?
doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me.
Just jump right off the bridge into the ocean.
At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I just gotta buy your
A
freedom.
lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
Who's Ulpius?
He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him
I doubt
too.
you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I don't even know where the bluff is. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
But please don't.
I have all the
take
time in
too
the world. What do you think about the golden
Our
rule?
priestess Equitia once told me it's the god's way of creating a city without sin. But if that's the case, then whichever god is responsible for it didn't think it through. I mean, all it really does is make bad people better at hiding their sins, and good people too frightened to stand up for themselves. I've seen Malleolus, Claudia, and Domitius make grown men cry. Romans. They don't cry easily. They've never physically hurt anyone. But the point is, they don't have to. They've got people running scared because everyone knows Malleolus is the favorite to win today's election.
Can I
I
help?
doubt it. I mean, the election is today, and you've only just arrived. I just don't think there's enough time for you to do anything.
We'll see about that.
I suppose we will.
Okay, we gotta make him drop out of the election. Okay, I'll be going now. I don't need to talk to you anymore.
Thank you again.
You just said you wanted to die. Whatever. Okay, get out of here. Okay, so we have we have so many leads. Okay, make him drop out of the election. We have to meet him still. Make sure he doesn't kill himself. I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. Maybe get this one going next. Front door. Okay, that's locked. Right. Attain a bow. Neutralize the armed man. Gotta figure out how to get to Iron Cistern. Okay, so we need to get you out of here. Just convince him. I'm sure we'll find something. Who are you?
Keep you safe.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Okay.
Fine.
What do you think about what's your story?
Talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
Okay. Why are you still wearing your armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Yeah, why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Improvise for what?
If we have to.
Okay, no, I think we're good. I don't think we need anything for Rufius. Bye-bye, Rufius. Who are you? You are a stranger? Which stranger are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Hello, what's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
I want to nominate Galerius.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws. It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
I can do that. Who's allowed to vote?
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're
So there's like 10 voters. Can I vote?
Well, you're not a citizen yet. So, no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such as?
Using whatever gifts the gods gave you.
Ooh.
Nothing untoward, of course.
What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed. All of the male citizens who are...
Yeah, so women are not allowed to vote.
That's just the way it's always been. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself, but in this case, given my role, I can't allow the perception that I'm... But if it's any
Okay, can we start the election now? No, we don't want to start the election now. So I'm assuming we need to get...
See you again soon, I hope.
Well, Malleus needs to lose, right? Obviously. Are you... You seem like a guy named Malleus. Who are you?
Fresh meat, huh?
Hello.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
What's your story?
My name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go.
Should have brought my gun. Should have brought a gun. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Fair enough. I would like to meet Malleus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Okay, what do you want?
Dunno. Something good.
What, 100 denarii?
What's in Coolio Mio? Just make it good.
Let's see what I can
Just
do.
make it good.
Okay. Get me out of here.
Whatever. Just
I don't need to talk to you. I'm guessing if you go up there, it'll probably like attack us. Hello? Priestess. She's the priestess, I think, right? Take a quick gander, stove, bed, chest, a note. Anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but I'm right, and you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but I know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork, and then again at the second. So they're Christians! To Octavia. So we know Octavia now is a Christian. I don't know where Octavia is. Okay. You've also got the statue of... Everyone's got this statue here. Okay. Get me the hell out of here. Anything in the back? The answer looks like it's no. So we don't know who the other Christian is. We know at least one other person in the city is Christian. Which I guess we can use as blackmail. Ave to you as well. But I don't know who Octavia is. Or where she is. Yeah, I'm just trying to look for more people we can talk to. Is that Octavia up there? That might be her. Yeah, Okay, I'm locking myself in. Do not try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it, Navia. It seems like they're smashing shit. Old chest. Oh, 10 arrows. Thank you. That can get our way back down, I'm assuming. But we need to get in there somehow to talk to Nivea. She can hear the statue talking, I can hear statues talking. We're in the same boat. Oh, 250 bucks? So I'm guessing, could you theoretically just come up here over and over and over again to take the money? Because right now we've got about 500 denarii. Which I think is, I mean, again, I don't know how much really denarii to translate into modern currency. I know, like, any kind of conversion to money, all that, any kind of conversion to modern currency from, like, the Roman era is basically guesswork for more chest. There might be. You're a... Well, so okay, so the game won't just let us run off the edge. Got a little cave. Okay, so you're the upper cistern. Okay. We need a key to get in there. Big old rock. What else do we have? Anything else cool? That's cool. Hello. You're Octavia.
I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Actually, I need to talk to... Okay, I'm fine, thanks.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Okay, what have you learned? What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
Okay, how did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone.
So everyone here fell into the Tiber after the fires of Rome.
And stumbled across this place.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
Let's hope so. Let's talk about something else.
If you like.
So you're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Your secret is safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Oh, you better appreciate it. I need to talk to Yulpis.
Right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Okay, what's this say on the floor?
Oh, no. No.
Okay, so we need to say, yeah, so you're...
What are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life?
I want to talk to him.
Me like an animal.
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius.
I want to...
Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to...
I will talk to him. I will talk to him.
Thank you. And please...
I know that Opius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on
I don't
how
care about-
suicide is a crime against the Empire.
I was just gonna ask you what's wrong.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Ask Lupus how Scintilla feels about his suicide. I don't think...
I believe he went through with it. Oh Lord.
Okay, well he's dead. But I'm guessing he needed to die at some point for us to know. If suicide didn't break the golden rule, what does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Okay, what happens
I'll have to
now?
let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Okay, Ulpius, we can save you in another timeline. I urinated to Malleus' villa from above and cut away with it. Fucking got him. Jump. Okay, so what it's saying is that if we die, it resets on its own. Okay, cool. Great, temple door's locked. I'm trying to think, is there anywhere else we want to go first? Fine, I'll jump. Bye-bye. Oh.
Thank you. I am delighted and
Yeah, there's a skeleton down here.
honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, thank you. I'm delighted
Why do you have a broken... Hey, I'm here to talk to you, by the way.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
Yeah, I did, actually.
That was either extremely reckless or impressive.
Oh, he's,
Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
What's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What will you do if you win?
Glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
Okay, how will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the golden...
Why don't you just break it in front of everybody then, if you think it's a joke?
Exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Okay. What makes you think it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
Fine, let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
You are... What do you think about the Golden Rule? Probably that you think it's a joke.
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Okay. You know a way out of
I'm
here?
afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I don't
I
know...
trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Hell yeah, I got your key. Thank you. Big statue of a lion. I like how he's just impressed that we jumped 300 feet into... Is there anything ever... I mean, actually, there's gotta be something...
Thank you.
Where's the key? He said it was right near the door, no?
To have been elected your magistrate. Yes.
Everyone's got the same bust.
Delighted and deeply honored. Thank you.
Okay, somebody's in there. My household shrine. Can I talk through the door? No, I cannot. I feel like I should be able to talk through the door. Doors